Yo, what's going on guys? Nizion here, bringing you another video on the channel. Now yesterday I made a video about my garage tour and all my vehicles that I essentially have in the game, at least the land vehicles that I have inside the game. In today's video I'll be showing you guys all of my properties and businesses that I have in GTA 5 Online. So let's go and get started right with today's video. So firstly, you can see right here I am in my casino penthouse. Now this isn't the most profitable business or anything that you can essentially have, but with the casino penthouse you actually unlock Agatha Baker's missions, which can get you a Penis Aragon or Anus Aragon Paragon or something like that. Yeah, we showed you guys that yesterday. With that, it's a free vehicle, but also on top of that you get yourself a lot of RP for completing these missions for the first time, as well as tons of money for completing each mission for the first time as a host, and you get some medals and XP, RP, and more money on top of completion of the mission. At the end you get a bonus, like I think 500,000, so you're getting a lot of money for purchasing a penthouse, which is near around $2 million before any discounts or anything, but still is a pretty good penthouse. Everyone has it in the same location, which is obviously the Diamond Casino, but it is a pretty good one. I just have the basic standard Diamond Casino with a little bit of an upgrade onto the look, but aside from that it's basically standard because I don't really need much for it. So since we are in the casino anyways, I might as well spin the wheel. This car, I don't remember the name of it to be honest, but we're gonna go ahead and spin the wheel and see if we can get it anyways. I always like flicking it just a little bit, like not with too much pressure, but yeah, just like that, so that sometimes it has a higher chance of landing on the vehicle. And it's clothing. Well, that was a waste of time, I guess. But anyways, moving back to the list, we're actually gonna go ahead and check out my arcade next. So we're gonna go to that. So this is the Video Get An Arcade. Now this, you can actually purchase this off the internet through money and services, and you go down to foreclosures, Maze Bank, and then you want to go down to arcades right here. Now I personally prefer this arcade if you are looking for an arcade, because it's kind of like near the middle of Los Santos, not Los Angeles. But right here you can see that the price actually is $1,875,000 MSRP, so that's before modifications and all of that. I don't personally like putting modifications on these things, but if you do, go ahead and be my guest and put those modifications on how you like. Maybe getting upgrades to the garage itself, like I'm going to show you right now, which would actually help out your overall GTA Online experience. So I've just arrived at the auto shop. It's literally like a couple seconds away right here. And now this auto shop isn't the most profitable again, but it unlocks some of the Sasanta missions, as well as you can get some decent money off of that with the contracts in the game. Now contracts you can do solo as well as with a friend, or at least one friend I believe, but it still isn't okay. Yeah, you can do a solo, but this is an okay way to be making money. Still not the best, but it is kind of different. If you haven't tried it before and you're kind of bored of GTA Online and doing the same thing over and over again, I do recommend purchasing this auto shop, or any auto shop to be exact, but I just like this location. It's the cheapest, or one of the cheapest properties, and that's really what you need. They're all in Los Santos, so you might as well just get this one or any one that you desire. Now this also is in the same website, which is the foreclosures website right here, like I showed you. You want to go to auto shops on the top right, you'll see all the auto shop locations around Los Santos, and this is the one I purchased, which is the Mission Row auto shop. Now this property, like retail without any modifications, I believe is $1,670,000, but if you are going to put like a car lift and a staff member, which is probably a minimum if you want to make some decent money off of your auto shop itself, it would cost you around 1.8 million, but without it is 1.7 million without any modifications. So I actually have two kind of warehouses in the game essentially, which are the special cargo warehouse as well as the vehicle cargo warehouses. Now they still are a decent way to be making money, obviously not as good as the Kasatka with the KO Preco heist, but that's for another video. You probably already know about the KO Preco heist and why it is the best way to essentially make money, effectively even solo in GTA Online. But these are my two warehouses. I have this warehouse right here in La Mesa, as well as this special cargo warehouse right here in Rancho, which is pretty close to my vehicle cargo warehouse right there. Now you can make some money off of that. I've talked on countless number of times about making money with your vehicle cargo and special cargo warehouse. Vehicle cargo is more for making money, and special cargo is more for ranking up fast in GTA Online. So there still are some decent ways to be doing and making money with that and grinding out free mode, but those things I just wanted to touch on right there. The special cargo warehouse can go for around $250,000, but the vehicle cargo warehouse can go and probably be upwards of 2 million, but the cheapest one I believe is $1,500,000, which is this one right here, the La Mesa one. Now moving on to the cheapest nightclub that I personally have, and it's pretty decent honestly, it is this nightclub property in Elysian Island. Now this is a decent way to be making passive income. Now the reason why I say this is I'm going to walk into the garage right here and show you what I mean. Now for that, you get yourself a hub for all of your MC businesses and etc. Now I can't really show you right now, yeah, because I have the maximum number of CEOs or VIPs. I've covered it on previous videos. I'll leave it on the iCard as well as down below in the description if you guys want to check that out. But touching quickly on those, with some of my special cargo warehouses that I have, I personally own a cocaine lockup right here, which is probably the most profitable business, as well as I think I have a document forgery, which I don't really use at all. And if you were thinking of buying something like a document forgery, I would personally stay away from it, especially right now in GTA Online, where there's way better ways to be spending your time on GTA Online while grinding this game out. So for the nightclub, you can make some decent money off of hiring associates that can help work for you, and all you need to be doing is supplying for them and just staying in the session, and the rest of the work will be done for you. As you can see on the bottom right of the screen right now, it actually says that I have $154,000 worth of value, which I can sell right now and make that amount of money, which is pretty good. You know, you're not really working for it at all, and it's just working in the background, and you're making some passive income just like that. So if you are a newer player into the game, maybe you are on PlayStation 5 with the new GTA 5 that is for free currently, you want to go ahead and purchase this as soon as you get the funds. I got some properties that you may not want to purchase, but I have myself a Galaxy yacht, which is the most expensive yacht in the game, which is literally a brick on the ocean. Like I kind of say that to my friends, it is a brick on the ocean because you're not really making revenue off it. There are specific contact missions inside the yacht that you can go ahead and unlock, and I'll show you guys that right now. And for completing it, you do get a bonus for the first time, but it isn't a lot of money for the amount of time you're going to be spending and the amount of money you're going to be spending on the yacht itself. So I'm going to go down to missions right here. Super Yacht Life. These are the series of missions that you get unlocked after owning or purchasing a super yacht, and they aren't really worth it, to be honest, but that is one property, if you'd like to call it a property, that you don't want to purchase, as well as the next one that I'm talking about, which is an arena workshop. Now for upwards of $1.5 to $2 million for the arena workshop right here, I wouldn't personally get it unless you're trying to get cosmetic modifications such as tinted taillights. You can actually make a lot of the vehicles that you personally have in the game, you can change their taillight color to a certain color, so maybe red, green, instead of the plain old ultra pearlescent blue or white that it comes stock with most vehicles. You can change that. Aside from that, you can make some vehicles arena war ready for the arena war, but I would just stay away from that, especially if you are a new player into the game. They aren't really profitable, and they're just something that you might want to do with your friends, but aside from that, that is really it from those. Now I also have some other garages right here, some properties that I own, but there's nothing that sits inside those garages. They're literally empty. They can also, and properties and apartments can also be purchased off the Dynasty 8 website. So not the executive website, but the Dynasty 8 website right here. You can see that you can purchase all of these properties in high-end, medium range, or low-end properties with 2-car garages going upwards of 10-car garages, which in my personal opinion, you don't really need any of these. You could just get the Del Piero apartment, what I have, and that is pretty good. For $200,000, you get yourself a hub for a place that you can actually do the original heist from, and also store 10 cars, keep at a spawn location, and just have laying around. You know, you have yourself a Del Piero Heights apartment right here for just $200,000. You cannot go wrong with that. Now also touching upon the Del Piero apartments, I have right beside it, literally a building to the right, is my CEO office, the Maze Bank West Tower. Now this is the hub for your special cargo and vehicle cargo warehouse that I talked about before, and the cheapest one is right here, the one that I own. $1 million is all you need to spend for it, and you get yourself access to the vehicle cargo and special cargo warehouses that I talked about earlier. But still a pretty good location, and if you want to set it as a spawn location, you have literally walking distance between the CEO office as well as the Del Piero apartment if you want to purchase that. But with the CEO office, you also get yourself an upwards of 60 car capacity garage, 3 levels, and like I talked about in yesterday's video. Sorry, if you want, check that out, iCard on top of the screen, and you can go and watch that video for yourself. But it has a very huge capacity. If you want to go ahead and get those car garage capacities up to like 60 cars and just have them stored in one place, you can go ahead and do that. It's pretty organized, you know, if you want to go ahead and use that as your main garage and to have this as a business hub, still pretty good. And you can get free snacks from it. You can get free snacks from here, you can get free snacks from your auto shop, and you can also get free snacks, which I'm going to be talking about in the next property, which is one of the more recent businesses that I have acquired, which is my agency. Now with the agency, essentially what you can go ahead and do is actually start up a lot of your business work. Now you can actually get this from Dynasty Executive, and you'll see agencies right here on the top right, and you'll be able to see all the agencies across Los Santos. Now I again purchased the cheapest one, but you can add a lot of upgrades to it, as well as the Amani Tech Workshop, which I do recommend purchasing for just a little bit more, a couple $100,000 more. It costs around 2 million, and then upgrades and extras, you know, you're gonna spend that on what you like, but still pretty good, as well as you can unlock some of these missions from Dr. Dre as well. So they're newer missions that can make you a decent amount of money, and after completing that whole series of missions, you get almost all of your money back at the end of it. So if you want yourself a business that can make you some money back, as well as you can work on it and replay some heist like missions, essentially you can purchase yourself a agency for that. Now the next property that I'm gonna be talking about is kind of on the brink of being usable and good value for its money, depending on how you want to use it. Now this is gonna have to be my right here, the hangar. So it's a hangar that you use with Ron. He's a contact that can help you actually do aircraft missions. So if you are interested in flying or upgrading some of your personal aircraft vehicles, you can go ahead and do that with the purchase of your hangar. You also get the ability to not receive any wanted level if you purchase it in Lago Zancudo or Fort Zancudo military base. Now this is going to set you back around $1.5 to $2 million depending on the location that you go ahead and purchase it from, and obviously the modifications. What I do like about it is having the ability to store your vehicles inside the hangar, and that is what really makes it probably the best thing in terms of what the pros are. But the cons are that I don't really use it. It doesn't really make you a lot of money, and unfortunately it's not a real viable business method or a way to be making money in the game. So that's why I don't really use it or even touch it at all, because I just store my personal aircrafts in there, and that's about it, honestly. So there's about 2 or 3 more businesses or properties that I essentially want to talk to you guys about, but this is going to be the next one, which is going to be the bunker. Now the bunker, a lot of people don't really like it, and me personally also, I don't really like it anymore because it requires a whole lot of work, whole lot of effort to be making money off of it. There are some cool things about it, since you can actually add a firing range, and you can also put some of your vehicles inside if you desire. You can purchase this off the Foreclosures Maze Bank website as well. You can see right here. Bunkers, I have the cheapest one, which is the Paleto Forest one, which goes for around 1.1 million without upgrades, and it's decent for that sense, and also to store your mobile operation center, but who really uses that these days anyways? And that is just something that I wanted to point out for you guys. Now the next business or the next property that I have that is actually pretty useful, in the sense that if you are a big grinder, especially if you like in playing heists, this is home to the hardest heist, or one of the most profitable heists in the game, which is obviously the Doomsday Heist series. Now you'll need to purchase yourself a facility for that. Now the facility can also go for around 1.5 upwards of 2-3 million depending on the location and obviously the customizations. You also purchase it through the same website, just where you get for the bunker. This facility right here, you can purchase them all over the map. Essentially the closest one to Los Santos is kind of near the bottom. Now it doesn't really matter about the location because all the preps and setups are scattered throughout the map essentially, but I just have the cheapest one right here, which is the Paleto Bay facility. and this is used for, like I said, the Doomsday Heist, and also you can store vehicles such as the Kanjali as well as some other vehicles like the jetpack. Now the Kanjali and jetpack aren't used that often since the Mark II Oppressor has been added into the game. Currently the thruster, which is the jetpack, is on sale, and the Kanjali as well is around $3 million if you round up. So they are pretty expensive, but it is a home of the Doomsday Heist, and that's really why you want to purchase this property. Now going into my interaction menu, I want to be talking about the last business, if you'd like to call it that, and it's not really a property either. It is a Kasatka. Now the Kasatka is a submarine which you actually use to complete the KO Preco heist in the game. Now with the Kasatka, it is pretty good for making money, especially solo, and in my personal opinion, a lot of other YouTubers and content creators, and especially players that actually play this game daily, they can tell you that the best way to be making money legitimately is obviously by working on your KO Preco heist, and the Kasatka is something that you definitely need for that. You can call that in, like I said, through the interaction menu, and it's also pretty helpful in that sense. Now you need to first, to unlock this, go to the M on the map. It'll say Madrazo somewhere. It's going to be Martin Madrazo's son. You're going to have to visit his house somewhere here, and then it will tell you to go to the Diamond Casino music locker, which is located right here. After viewing the cutscene with Madrazo's son, then you'll be able to call in or actually purchase your Kasatka first, which goes for around $2 million plus, which is a very good price for the return you'll be getting. You'll be making a lot of money. The most money you'll be making in GTA Online legitimately is through your KO Preco heist, and you purchase that through the Warstock cash and carry website, the Kasatka, which is right here. And I'd kind of consider it a business because honestly you're going to be using it most of the time for casino or KO Preco heist work, and that's what it is. But also you can move it around. It is a submarine. You can drive around with it underwater and use that as a very protective vehicle. As my oppressor goes in the water, can I return it? I returned it. There you go. It's not going to explode. And that is essentially it. Hopefully I didn't go as fast, but I didn't want to waste as much as time as I usually do on these videos, trying to keeping it under 10 minutes to the best of my abilities. But that is essentially it. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys have any other businesses or properties that I've probably missed in today's video that you want to add to this list. But like I said in my previous videos, and like I said at the end of every video, if you guys are new, please be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, as well as if you did go and enjoy it, like this video. That would really help this channel out and help the YouTube algorithm. And that's been it. It's been a boy Zion. I'll be catching you guys all in my next video. Peace out.